Okay, so two teasers just dropped from GGG. We're just going to react to them. I'm going to just do a breakdown of what I think they could possibly be. So yeah, let's just get into it.
This weapon is our only chance to save humanity. We must invoke the Third Edict.
Okay, so that was the first teaser. I think this is just a teaser for Act 4 because there is Sin in there. Sin was in Acts 1, 2, and 3. So this teaser kind of sort of confirms Act 4. We don't know, we're not 100%, but this is, or this could be the case. So he's talking about using a weapon that could save humanity against the beast, and he talks about a third edict. Now, this is very important because when you're fighting Arbiter of Ash, when you initially enter his arena, he talks about a fourth edict. Now, I didn't know what an edict was, so I looked up their definition. It is pretty much a decree or proclamation issued by an authority and having the force of law. It could also mean a formal pronouncement or command, or it could be a proclamation of a law made by an absolute authority. Now, what I personally think this is, especially after reading the definition, these edicts could be a higher power in Rayclast, similar to how in Path of Exile 1 there is the Maven, the Syrian Exarch, the Elder, etc. So I think these are just higher powers, because when I initially fought him, when he mentioned it, I was like, okay, cool, another pinnacle boss I'm going to end up fighting, right? So this trailer is really interesting because Sin says that he wants to invoke the power of the third edict, which means these higher powers or these deities could be good or evil. We don't know. But when I initially heard that, the fourth edict is burning Fire World or something like that from the Arbiter of Ash, I thought, these edicts are like kings or like deities in the universe. They could only be one at a time. I thought the first edict could be the first deity that was in charge, and then the second one became, the second edict and he was in charge. Like, I didn't know there could be like the first, second, third, and fourth at the same time. But since the Arbiter of Ash mentioned the fourth one, and then Sin mentioned the third one, there's high possibility there could be a second one and a first one. So I just think these guys are higher powers and authorities in the world, based off the definition of an edict. We could verse them as pinnacle bosses in the future, we don't know, but they are related to the story in some way, by the sounds of it. That's just what I think this teaser is. Again, nothing confirmed. It's just speculation at this point. Anyways, let's just get into the second teaser. Okay, so watching this teaser, as I started to actually think about it and what was actually in this teaser, this could actually be one of three things. And again, this is all speculation. The first thing this could be is possibly a third ascension teaser, a way to ascend. We have the first and second one already in the game with the Trials of Chaos and the Trials of the Sekima. This could be another trial teaser to actually ascend our characters. The reason why I think this is the case is because it's showing a door. In Trial of Sekima, there is a door. In the Trial of the Chaos, there is a door. Specifically related to Wildwood, as you can see, there are ritual runes on the door, but it's not purple, it's green. This actually leads us into what it could be as the second option, which is an expansion to ritual and another pinnacle boss. Again, this is speculation, it's not confirmed, but I do think that it could be another expansion to ritual, and it could be another ritual pinnacle boss. The reason why is because it's not purple, it's green. Jonathan has stated there are more breach factions and more breach pinnacle bosses coming, but he never mentioned ritual. So we don't 100% know, but it could be the case. It could be, because it's not purple, it's green, which could be another Wildwood ritual pinnacle boss, which is very interesting. The third option, what it could be, is a teaser for the Druid, because after research and the comments from my previous videos, thanks a lot. This actually helped me research more into what the Druid could be. I initially thought he was Karui because of the Karui Isles, but after more research, we found that is not the case. We were looking at what he could possibly be, and a lot of speculation is around him being related to the Azmeri and the Wildwood. More specifically, the Wildwood, because we already have a class related to the Azmeri. The Druid could be the Wildwood class. We don't know. This teaser definitely is related to Wildwood ritual in a way. Again, nothing's confirmed, but this is just what I'm viewing. Very exciting. Like, if it's one of the three options, this is huge. It doesn't matter what it is. Again, I'm on heaps of copium at this point, but this update is going to be huge. Anyway, those were the two teasers and what I thought they could possibly be. Again, we get full confirmation on August 20th, so look forward to that. I'm going to actually make a breakdown video of the actual live stream. Please subscribe if you're actually interested in this. I make more guides and more news videos on my channel. I try and post once a week at least. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.